everyone! Welcome back to the channel. If you are currently on the journey of learning English, first of all, a huge congratulations to you. Learning a brand new language is a massive achievement, and you should be incredibly proud of yourself for taking it on. But let's be completely honest for a moment. English can be a confusing, frustrating, and downright weird language to master. There are hidden rules, strange spellings, silent letters, and words that sound exactly the same but mean totally different things. Because of this, it is 100% normal to make mistakes when you are starting out. In fact, making mistakes is not a sign of failure. It is the exact mechanism by which your brain learns and improves. Today, we are going to look at 5 of the most common mistakes that English beginners make, analyze exactly why they happen, and give you the precise tools to fix them right now. By the end of this video, you will feel much more confident in your everyday conversations. Let's dive right in. Mistake 1, I am agree versus I agree. The first major mistake I hear all the time from students is when they want to show they share the same opinion as someone else, and they say, I am agree with you. It makes complete sense why people say this, especially if you're native. Language uses a helping verb like to be before the concept of agreement. But in English, the word agree is already an active verb all by itself. You do not need to place am in front of it. Think of it like the word run. You wouldn't say, I am run to the grocery store. You just say, I run. So the next time you find yourself agreeing with a friend, drop the am entirely. Just say, I agree. And if you happen to have a different opinion, you can simply say, I disagree. It is simple, clean and grammatically correct. Mistake 2, mixing up borrow and lend. Mistake number 2 is confusing the words. Borrow and lend, people often get these twisted and say things like, hey, can you borrow me your pen for a second? To fix this, you just need to understand the direction of the action. It is all about who owns the object and who is receiving it. Borrow means to take something from someone for a short period of time. The object is coming toward you. For example, can I borrow your pen? Lend means to give something to someone for a short period of time. The object is going away from you. For example, can you lend me your pen? An easy memory trick is that lend starts with the letter L. Just like the word leave. When you lend something out, it leaves your hands. Ihikaza, ihikaza, ihikaza. Mistake 3, saying every people instead of everybody. Moving on to mistake number 3, which involves how we talk about groups. A lot of beginners try to combine words and say things like, every people likes to watch movies. In English, the word people is already plural. It refers to a collection of individuals. However, the word every prefers to pair up with singular words. When you mix them together as every people, it sounds unnatural to a native speaker's ears. Instead, you have 2 excellent choices. You can use the pronouns everybody or everyone, both of these count as a single, unified grammatical unit, so you would say, everybody likes to watch movies. If you really want to use the specific word people, just swap out every for all. For example, all people like to watch movies. Notice that when you use all people, the verb changes from likes to like. Mistake 4, missing the third person S. Mistake number 4 is a tiny grammatical detail, but it is one of the most frequent errors made by language learners. It is forgetting to add an S to the end of a verb when you are talking about another person. This leads to sentences like, he live in New York, or she play the guitar beautifully. When you talk about yourself, the person you are speaking to, or a collective group, the verb stays in its base form. I live, you live, we live. They live. But the exact moment your sentence focuses on a third person, a he, a she, or an it, the verb requires a tiny S sound at the very end. So the correct forms are, he lives in New York. She plays the guitar beautifully, or it works perfectly. It takes a little bit of conscious repetition to build this habit, but adding that single letter instantly makes your spoken English sound significantly more polished and advanced. Mistake 5. People is versus people are. Our final mistake for today brings us right back to our friend, the word people. Beginners very frequently say things like, the people is very friendly here, because the word people refers to a crowd or a single group. As a collective concept, it can easily feel like a singular noun in your mind. But grammatically, a people is always treated as a plural noun because it represents multiple distinct human beings. Since it is plural, it must always pair up with the verb are and never with is. The correct way to formulate this sentence is, the people are very friendly. Here, or people are waiting in line. Outside, if you are only talking about one single human being, that is the specific time you use is, as in, that person is very friendly. İyi kaza, iyi kaza.